Coming up, Mr. Dunham. All right, guys, I'm going to ask you to please keep it down.
Right out the gate, the tension's already thick. Ever wonder what goes through a judge's mind before the defendant even opens their mouth? Buckle up. This one's not just about a courtroom. It's about accountability, risk, and redemption, or the lack of it.
Mr. Dunham, how's jail?
Terrible.
Great. That makes me happy. Because you got to understand, the worse of an experience you have, the higher likelihood when you do eventually get out, you'll think, if I do this, what's going to happen? If I say this, what's going to happen? Because that is the most important thing. You got to understand, we value public safety. It's really, really important to us. So you're here now because it looks like you picked up a case out of state and you want me to set you a bond. Is this right?
Yes, sir.
Quick legal primer. Bond decisions hinge on two key pillars: public safety and flight risk. Think of it like a seesaw. If either end tips too far, freedom's off the table. And with robbery on the resume, well, let's just say that seesaw's not looking balanced.
You need to understand that my only concern are two things. Number one, are you a danger to my public? And number two, if we set you a bond, are you going to go back to the jurisdiction that you wanted from?
Yes, sir.
Those are the two things that I'm concerned about. So, what's he wanted for out of state?
He's wanted out of South Carolina for robbery.
Robbery?
Yes, Judge. State would be opposed to a bond. He's currently has an open case of engaging in organized criminal activity. He's also on deferred for a third-degree felony theft, which he has not yet made the bond collectively of $50,000. He's also had a prior evading with a motor vehicle, a misdemeanor evading motor vehicle, criminal mischief, and a theft. And it looks like based on the dates of each charge is that they're slowly escalating. It started with catalytic converters.
Finals. In nursing school, now we're crossing into plot twist territory. Is this a redemption arc in the making, or a masterclass in deflection? Let's be honest, courts have heard it all, but a last-minute academic card? That's bold.
Using weaponry or threats. And so based on the fact that from 2022 to now that he has been charged at least 6 times, 3 of which are felonies, and the fact that he has 2 open cases that he has not yet made bond on, is that he's a definition of a flight risk and safety risk. So I would be opposed to it.
Judge, Mr. Dunham is requesting a bond because he has finals on Monday.
Finals?
Is a sophomore, major in nursing at Southern University in Baton Rouge.
Are you really in school? Really? But you're in Houston. You have finals on Monday?
No, I can't write it.
Oh. Keep it down, please. I'm going to read something to you real quick, okay? And this is from
Criminal instruments. That's legal speak for tools used in a crime. It's like Batman's utility belt, but instead of gadgets for justice, it's gear for jacking cars. When prosecutors start stacking phrases like that, you know the heat is on.
What I'm reading now, this is from the magistrate. Motion for bond conditions, Harris County, none, defendant has a hold. 10/16/24. Officers conduct an undercover sting, crime suppression operation to catch suspects who are engaged in organized criminal activity. Bank juggings cleared. Attempt a bank jugging on one bait car, but are unable to break the window. Shortly thereafter, they conduct a bank jugging on a second bait car and this time break the window. Bus signal given, and the officers execute a vehicle containment technique and a felony stop and apprehension. All 3 suspects, defendant in possession of criminal instruments. You're on probation for a 3rd-degree felony. You have an open robbery out of a different state. Let me ask you again. Do you really want me to set you a bond?
I'll just ask.
This is the climax moment. Judge slams down the verdict. No bond. And it's not just legalese. It's a message. If your rap sheet's reading like a trilogy, don't expect a warm handshake from the bench. This isn't leniency. It's lockdown logic.
It's possible.
No. You got to understand, at some point, we really, really value our public safety. Mr. Dunham, we are going to do everything in our power to protect it. And if I give you a bond, you may very well pick up did you say 6? How many charges?
Total in the course of the last 2.5 some odd years.
6?
6.
Sometimes we have to protect people from themselves because of their own stuff. So, Mr. Dunham, I'm sorry, but I really think that you are a complete danger to our public, so I can't do it.
All right.
I'm sorry. But
The local, it's likely going to get reset for Tuesday, then reset again. He's set for preliminary appearance upstairs, so it's just an arraignment, but it's likely going to get kicked out again for discovery. And so I'm just,
here's the deal, though. You need to understand that you have not made bond on your felony case. Okay, well, here's the deal. The problem is that while you have not made bond, your case here, the fugitive case, remains in a holding pattern. So the time that
20 years old. Multiple felonies. Probation violations. This isn't just going off the rails. It's a bullet train to a prison yard. The judge sees it. The court sees it. Question is, does he see it yet? Let us know in the comments. Can someone turn this around, or is it too late?
South Carolina would normally need to come get you is told until you make bond on that felony case. The other thing is that you're also on, Dave, where was he on felony probation from?
on deferred adjudication out of the 338th District Court for a 3rd-degree felony theft.
I wonder why I can't even see that. Have they issued a motion to revoke on that one as well?
No, they set, well, for some reason, it says to hold on JWeb, but it doesn't show it on, hold on.
It's just from a couple of days ago. I'm assuming they're just following the MAJ today.
On that.
Is that what you see, Dave?
Oh, you're right. They haven't filed the MAJ yet, but I can't see the processing queue in the 338. So
So-
file it will be this weekend.
At some point, they're also probably going to issue another warrant for your arrest because of all these cases now, because you're on probation. So at that point, you'll also probably have to set a bond on that one, or they may not set a bond. I don't know.
All right.
How old are you?
20.
You're 20?
All right.
Going the wrong way, Mr. Dunham. You're really, really begging for a lengthy prison sentence, dude. That's it. Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks.
Approaching on page 24, so, come on up,
You say 50?
24.
24.
The 17th, April 17th.
What number of last time?
No, Your Honor.
I'm on top of
Counsel,
this.
yes, counsel graciously gave it to
Thank
me.
you, Your Honor. Loving the book out this morning.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes, yes.
All right, Mr. Sosa, you're charged with interference with the duties of a public servant. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and/or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir.
On April 9th, 2025, in Harris County, Texas, an officer was dispatched with a call for a suspicious person. The witness stated there was a Hispanic male in the back of the business causing a disturbance. The witness stated the male was intoxicated and threatened the employee. The officer went to the back and noticed the male arguing with several people. The officer gave several verbal commands for the defendant to stop. The officer told the defendant he was already being detained for safety. And the defendant continued to walk away and stated, it's always the Hispanic trying to get the Hispanic. The defendant refused all verbal orders given to him, and the officer retained the defendant and notified him by the extra driver rights. The officer noticed that while detaining the defendant, the defendant continued to say, why for your brother to stand.
What did he do? How did he interfere with anything? I didn't hear anything. Hispanic on Hispanic injustice or what?
Additionally, Judge, do we know that this was being told to him in Spanish? He's clearly not in English.
You're losing?
You
Your Honor, the only thing I have is that the officer was
He's walking while Hispanic or what? No, I'm gonna find no probable cause. All right, sir. There are people, when they drink, they become very happy. They are the life of the party. And there are people who, when they consume alcohol, they become the devil.